Alright guys, it's Mr. Magic OG here, and I am a new YouTuber to the YouTube community here. So on my channel I'll be uploading daily contents of magic tricks, which will include the performance of the trick and the tutorial at the end. So yeah, if you like my content, please like and subscribe, and please let your friends know about my channel. Okay. The tab cards that I use for my tricks are Tally Holes. Tally Holes are an amazing playing card company. They have Linoid finish, so they're not like the bicycle decks which usually have air cushion finish, but Linoid finish I prefer more, and I would recommend them to you. So let's get into the trick. And for the trick here, I would shuffle the cards here. Give it a shuffle. Yep. Now I would go through the deck here, tell the spectator to pick a card, any card they like. Let's say they chose that card. Okay. Turn that card around, and that card is an Ace of Diamonds. So I would tell them let's just get that lost in the deck. Give it a couple of cards. Shuffle it up a bit. Get it in there. Okay. Now, if I said to you that I will find your card, you'd be like, oh, that's not much. So to make that a little bit harder, cut the deck in half, flip this side over so the cards are facing that way, and this side so the cards are facing this way, and I'll shuffle them into each other so it's all mixed up. Okay, it's a little bit harder. Now we'll just cut the deck to get it lost in there even more. Okay, now I'll spread the cards out here, and now if I said to you I'd find your card with one choice without looking at the card or anything, would you believe me? You might be like, okay, there's 50% chance I would. So it makes it a bit harder having the cards the other way around. So let's see if I can find your card. I got a feeling that your card is somewhere in the middle part of the deck. So I'm saying it's one of the cards are facing down. I'm going to go for it and say, this is your card. And that's your card, the Ace of Diamonds. Yeah. Now it's a really cool trick. Okay, let me just fix these cards up so I can show you how the trick is done. It's a really good trick. It shocks a lot of people because the way I shuffled it and everything, muddled it up, it gets people thinking, how did I find it? And the card was facing down as well. So it was kind of like a guess. So now I'll show you how the trick is done. Okay, now the cards are facing the right way. So you would shuffle the cards however you want. I'm not going to shuffle it because it's just wasting more time. And then you tell them to pick a card, any card they like. Okay, let's say they pick that card. That card is a Queen of Diamonds. Yeah, Queen of Diamonds. So what you would do for this is you'd cut the deck in half. You'd place their card on top of the deck, and then you would pretend that you're losing it in the deck. But when you do that, you put your pinky there for a pinky break, and then put the card on top so it looks like that. So that's where the card is, because you're breaking it there. And then after that, you take off above that pinky break, you cut these part of the cards in half, you place it there, place another part of it there. So now that's where their card is. So you place that on top there, so that brings their card to the top. See, the Queen down. So we're just bringing it to the top. You could do that however you want, but that's how I did it in the performance. And then I'll just shuffle the cards to make it look even more realistic. When I do it, I make sure that these cards go on the top because that's my Queen of Diamond. And then I just put it in so it's still on top. And then now what I did in the performance was I cut the cards in half and I flipped this one over. The reason I did that was I cut the cards in half, but I didn't flip this side over because that's the side with the Queen of Diamonds on. So I flipped this side over, and then when you do this, this is the tricky part. You shuffle them into each other. This might take a bit of practice. You shuffle them in, and then when you get to the last card on the left pile, the 8 of hearts. You remember that, but you make sure you drop this Queen of Hearts underneath the 8 of spades, just the 8 of spades. Push it in, which causes your card to be second in the deck but facing down. So then you just remember the 8 of hearts. So then I cut the deck, so he's putting it into the middle. So remember the 8 of spades, then the Queen of hearts, Queen of diamonds, my bad. Put it on top, and then you just spread it out. And then remember the 8 of hearts you were remembering. So you find the 8 of spades, wherever it was. So I know the 8 of spades was there, and remember the card was on the second, and the 8 of hearts, 8 of spades was the first one. So that means the card below the 8 of spades is the Queen of diamonds. So you just say that it's somewhere in the middle, alright, wherever the card is. If it was here, you'd say I think it's on the right side of the pile or the left, and for this case the middle. So you say on the middle, and then you would say you got a feeling it's one of the cards that is facing down. So take that card out under your key card, we'll call that, and then that would make it the Queen of diamonds. Thank you. Now, this was Mr. Magic 00G. Please leave a like, subscribe, and tell your friends about me. Thank you.